this Senate has not been listening to the American people. We need to make D.C. listen.
Madam President, will the Senator yield for a question?
Happy to yield for a question without yielding the floor.
Senator Cruz, I would also just observe, and you probably are aware that it does appear there's a budget point of order against this whole continuing resolution. But I wanted to mention a couple of things. I want to thank you for having the courage to stand here and raise the concerns that I'm hearing all over my state. I had 3 separate meetings in August as I traveled the state with small business groups. It's difficult to overstate the concerns they have with this legislation. They tell me without a doubt it's impacting their willingness to hire, the uncertainty in the workplace, and it is damaging business in America, and they're really passionate about it. They're struggling to get by. They're laying off people, and they're not happy about it. And they say this bill alone is the primary thing that's hammering them in this country. And so I guess I've come and given a lot of thought to it. I'm beginning to see that we have just got to use the opportunities we have to confront this issue and talk about it and try to force some changes and improvements. And so I appreciate you, and I'm going to support you. And I'm going to oppose any advancing of the final bill that doesn't provide some change in this Obamacare legislation. I didn't sign the letter, and I've got some great friends who see it differently than I do. I, likewise, are totally opposed to this legislation. So I want to be sure that people who are listening need to know good people, I think, can disagree on this. But you've stood up and you've raised this question, and you've forced us to confront it and talk about it, and I think it's good. So I intend to support you, and I'm not going to vote to move a bill where we are sure we're going to be blocked from having any meaningful discussion on one of the most historic, damaging bills in maybe the last 100 years that would basically move us to single-payer, government-run, socialized medicine. And I think that's where we're heading. So I thank you for your leadership. Hopefully we can begin to force this Senate. The House has already acted. They have repeatedly acted to fix this legislation. It's so damaging. But the Senate, the Democratic Senate, refuses to act, refuses to listen. And that's the problem I have. And one way I have to express that is support your position. So thank you very much, and good luck.
Well, I thank the senator from Alabama for his question and fundamentally for his support. Your support is very meaningful. Senator Sessions is a man who is respected in this body, who commands the respect of his peers. And let me note